Alright, should be live streaming. Hey, Carson. Yeah, it's been a while. Also, is my audio all right? Oh, it's raining over here. Dang it. Hi, Ouija. Or yeah, Ouija. How you doing? That's good, Carson. Just gonna wait a few more minutes and then I will start my intro. While I wait, are you all excited for the Fnaf 10th anniversary? I can't speak. I also have the stream on my phone, that way I can look through it. Yeah, you're very excited, Carson. All right. In the meantime, I will look up some videos to see what I can react. Oh, shut up. Whatever vehicle's out there. All right. I think I have one video set up that Daco was doing an interview with Scott Cawthon. I'm pretty sure that was actually part of the scheduling that they have in, I think, X. I think that's what the website is called. I've never used the website, but I've heard some other videos that that's what it's meant to be. Basically, August 1st, they released the game My Pop Goes, which I will play on my channel one day. Uh, in F1, I'll do some and do them in live stream. Long time note. Oh, haha, Josephine. And then on August 2nd is when they released the Joy of Creation remake, the demo version, which I might play it for my channel one day since it's been a while since I played horror games. Like I tried doing Garten of Banban, it's kind of fine, I guess. Indigo Park, I'm excited for chapter 2. What else? I have to get back on Dark Deception. What other horror games were there? Can't remember. But anyways, yeah, I might play the Joy of Creation one day. I don't actually know. Also, hi, Channy. And then yesterday, I'm pretty sure they released like a novel for VIPs to read it for free. It's Garten of Banban. I mean, the game is fine. It just needs a little improvement. That's all. So and then, well, like I don't even know what kind of book was released, which I have to look it up. I think it's called Interactive. No, not that one. Sorry, wrong one. What was this book called? Oh, VIP interactive novel. Oh, they also have that in Amazon too. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's when they released the books. Fnaf an interactive novel. I have yet to buy time to read those books because I have so much other books to read as well. and I have nowhere to put them, and I'm running out of space soon. So today on the schedule, they just released. Why is this on my search history? Okay. So for today's schedule, Daco did an interview with Scott Cawthon, and it says 2.0 because the last time, I'm pretty sure he did one like a few months ago, years, I don't know. Yeah, I know it's exactly 10 years since the first game. Hang on, let me look up like other like games that was released as well. Let's see. Well, I know the Fnaf movie was on the 27th. When was the second one released? Just trying to find it. Yeah, I hear the Fnaf 2 movie is going to be releasing next year. It's older than you. Jeez. Okay, here we go. The Fnaf 1 was on August 8th. Where's the second? The second was on November 11th. On the same year as well. Okay, so Fnaf 2 it's almost gonna be its 10-year anniversary as well. Fnaf 3 on March 2nd, which fun fact, that is the day on my birthday. Where's Fnaf 4? July 23rd. We just passed it. And then what comes after that? This location, October 7th. Just imagine a few days away from the release date of FNAF movie. Who doesn't love FNAF? Okay, what comes after that? Pizza Simulator, December 4th. Jeez. Oh, FNAF World was before Sister Location. Okay. And then what else was there? Wait, what comes after that? Oh, it also was this location in Simulator. Okay. Ultimate Custom Night on June 27th. You have Help Wanted 1 and 2. You're lucky. Alright, what comes after that? I think it was wait, let me see this one. Oh, that's Help Wanted, okay. I got confused. Okay. Okay, Help Wanted was on May 28th. And then I'm pretty sure November 25th was FNAF Special Delivery, which the sad part is that the FNAF Special Delivery was removed permanently. So like to those that wanted that, sorry, but it's gone forever since nobody plays that game a lot since I don't know, like it was meant to be like a cool like thing to like the first time I played it, it was fun. Then not a lot of people love that game. And then there's Freddy in Space too. And then there's Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, and then Security Breach Fury Rage, and then I think the FNAF Security Breach Ruin DLC, and then it goes to Help Wanted 2. So they released like 4, 8, 12, 14 games. Jeez. Mm. Okay, how long's it been? Oh shoot, it's been 11 minutes. Shoot. Okay. Might as well just get on to sharing my screen for the first video I'll be reacting. So the first one I'll be reacting to And again, like if you have any videos for me to react, you can put it down in the comments or in the chat. I meant sorry. For the first one, I'll be watching the an interview with Scott Cawthon by Daco. And keep in mind, this is 56 minutes, so it's gonna take up almost the entire time of my stream. So let me try and put them up. Keep in mind, because this video is about 56 minutes, there might be a few ads, so yeah. The Hidden Nightmares. All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna mute for a bit because I have to put some stuff. I'm gonna do some stuff real quick. All right, I'm back. I just turned on the fan because it's a little hot in my room. The Hidden Nightmares. It's shorts. Is it like it's like a shorts video, or just shorts, something like that? YouTube Shorts, something like that. Because I'll look it up in a bit. Let me look it up. No, wrong page. There we go. The Hidden Nightmare Splendor Fnaf by Manuel. Is that how you say? I don't know if that's how you say it, but if that is that the one that you're talking about? Because it is FNAF sort of, so I might give that one a shot after the interview. Okay, yeah, the stream's been on for like about 15 minutes, and this video I'm gonna be reacting is like 56 minutes, so I'm not gonna watch the whole thing, but I'm gonna skip through a few parts just so I can shorten the stream a little bit. But yeah, Channy, the Hidden Nightmares by Smamuel. Is that the one you're talking about? Hello, Healy. While I wait for the answer, I will open up my screen. I'm not gonna. Okay, yeah, that's the one. Okay. I'm gonna share. Okay, present. Share screen. Hello, Nico Patty. Uh, Chrome tab. An interview with Scott Cawthon. Share tab audio. Yeah. And I'm also going to be reacting to like a couple music videos, but keep in mind that those videos, the music videos, will be off to avoid copyrighted. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. Can you guys see it? Hang on, I'm gonna change the layout a little bit. This is all I could do, cause like again. Hang on, I'm gonna full screen it. Can you guys see it better? Or I'm probably gonna keep the screen like this, just in case. Like in case if I'm gonna be watching some music videos, I'm gonna like keep the screen small and I'm probably gonna not put in the audio to avoid copyrighted. So yeah, I apologize for that, people. But yeah, I'm also gonna change. I just had it on YouTube. Whoops. All right, just keep in mind that I'm not gonna be playing the whole video. Just gonna skip some parts just in case. All right. That being said, guys, let's react to this first video by Dako.
Scott, tell me what's in the box.
Can you guys hear it?
As the 10-year anniversary is upon us, I will give this as my gift to the fan base on this 10th anniversary. What's in the box is
An interview with Scott Cawthon. And I love how like everything like shows like it's like it kind of looks like a Blender Fnaf as SFM kind of intro with the files and then just writing with stuff. And the reasons and another because this is the second one, the first one they released like a few years. If you want to go check it out. Again, like after the stream, I'm gonna leave the links to a few videos in the description. That way you can all see it. Also, is the audio all right for you guys? Or do you want me to turn it up a little bit?
Aw.
Oh yeah, Mabel. Yeah, I saw from like the community post about how Mabel was doing. She's doing all right and glad that she's home.
Yeah, she's the best. What's going on, guys? Still come back again. Hope you're fantastic today. And it's the 10-year anniversary of Five Nights at Freddy's. It is August the 5th, which means if you've been looking at the list, what the official Twitter has been saying.
Oh, this one has been like released.
With Scott Cawthon, everybody.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Dako, good to see you again.
Yes,
I just realized this one was meant to be for tomorrow, which I'm just doing it a little bit early, but yeah. Again, do you guys want me to just watch this video, or do you want me to just skip it to the next one? Because I don't know if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. Do you guys want me to just react to this interview, or do you want me to wait till tomorrow, which I don't know if I'm gonna watch it tomorrow for the stream. I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow, so. It is storming outside, jeez. I swear, because at the power, then that's gonna cut off my stream. Since none of you are responding, I guess we'll just continue with the interview.
cheers since the last interview, right? Which is
Oh, 6 year.
a lot of things have been happening since then. So let's go back a little bit. So the interview was August 2018. So after that, we got Help Wanted.
Hey, Robert, why are you counting?
Security Breach, Help Wanted 2, Ruin DLC. So there's a lot going on. And of course, the future game.
Oh yeah, Help Wanted, Special Delivery, Security Breach, Help Wanted 2, and Ruin. Nobody plays the Special Delivery anymore. So...
as well. Yesterday, Steelwall has announced something. I
Oh,
don't know what it is yet because we're recording this, you know, a couple of months before. But guys, whatever it was, I hope you're very excited for it. Future Dorko into the pit as well. Stuff to look for. There's so much.
Oh yeah,
stuff to
Steelwall
look
was
forward
doing
to,
an
and
was
it's really
making an
good to
announcement, which I don't know what it is.
A week of exciting things for the 10-year anniversary.
I don't know where he.
We've never seen some.
I don't know where he like announced did an announcement. So if you guys can like find it for me, maybe you can let me know in the chat. I mean, I can tell.
Been like this before. 10 years of Five Nights at Freddy's, which is it's pretty crazy, right?
I love how he just like talks after he says that.
Our last interview, that really seems like just.
I love the model.
What did you say, Go? Was 6 years ago? That's hard to believe. That's impossible to believe.
I know, right? I've actually
It's been 6
got a
years.
song for you that I'm gonna play for you to celebrate the 10-year anniversary.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Doko also like did some like songs before. Like, you ever heard "Make Me a Hero"? Darkest Desire. I'm pretty sure Darkest Desire is the first one that he made, or unless it was Into the Pit. I don't know. Like he did Into the Pit, To Be Beautiful, Count the Ways, like the Fazbear Sprite books, just the first and second book. And he also did Darkest Desires 1 and the second one called It's Spreading, and then he actually did a song with a pen. How do you say his name? It's on Spotify somewhere, if I can find it. There you go, let me out. Pangry Piggy. I apologize if I pronounced his name wrong. And then Doc also did Make Me a Hero, and then Make Your Move with CG5. Fun fact: CG5 actually was going to perform like near where I am, but I was not able to because I had no one to take me. I mean, I can drive by myself, but I don't want to risk doing that. Anyways.
Off to a kind of an awkward start, but I'll let you go on ahead.
An awkward start.
Are you
No,
ready
wait, you're
for
gonna be
this?
performing. Wait, you're gonna be performing this yourself, or is something recorded?
I've got the harmonica right here.
Oh, a harmonica. Okay, my
I've
favorite.
been practicing
I never-
this song for over 32 years. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Jeez,
Are
dude.
you ready for this?
I'm ready. Come on now, you started this.
Right. Okay.
Let's go.
Ready? I'm really good. I'm really good.
Now, I will admit that I couldn't actually hear that. I don't know if your thing was cutting the audio out.
Well, I actually played a spell.
Oh.
The spell is from 1864
What?
by a wizard named Dewey Muscrewy.
Dewey McScrewy.
The spell has now hypnotized you to tell me all the lore of Five Nights at Freddy's.
All the lore.
Jeez, now I thought we talked about this in advance. Now listen, this is a bad idea to start talking about lore. All right, well here you have to give me specific questions, and I'll see what I can answer for you.
I was joking.
But I make no promises.
Scott, tell me what's in the box.
What's in the box?
Wow, just direct, just out and direct, just like that.
Yeah.
Well, look, okay, it's the 10-year anniversary, okay, and even though I like to be elusive,
Oh yeah, I'm pretty
I
sure it
like
was
the
from the
fan
FNAF
base,
4.
and I do like there to be an air of mystery about things.
Maybe in FNAF
Sometimes I
4,
do
you're
like
not
to
able to
hold on
open the
it, and I
box.
understand that sometimes things become.
So people want to know what's
more-
inside it.
Things can become
Is
frustrating.
it empty? Is there something inside it?
So, okay, I think as the 10-year anniversary is upon us, I will give this as my gift to the fan base on this 10th anniversary.
What's in the box?
What's in the box is
Introducing my
Oh my god! I knew this was gonna happen, guys. I knew it was gonna happen. It just did a static right there, and then it just released the freaking commercial. Oh, blows. Okay. It's storming really bad. Also, the light out there is different. I don't like it. Give me a second, guys. I gotta check outside. Alright, I'm back. I don't know why the outside looks like that. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna read that out aloud anyways. What's in the box? Also, can you guys hear the okay, you guys can hear the audio well, okay. Alright. Oh, connection lost. Oh, we don't get to hear it! We'll get back to this. We don't get to hear it! I don't even know if that's basically scripted or they cut that out. Highlight moments. Really difficult to become a game developer, like a video game designer. Oops. I don't think the Fnaf movie is on Peacock anymore. If it is on DVD, I want to see it because I want to see the behind the scenes. With like Ducko, Abe Ryan, Raz, Baz, I think. After the movie, like ever since they played the FNAF song, I sang the whole lyrics. The scripts I'm in handed. I've been hearing he's been writing so many scripts for years, and now this one. Whoops! Even though I'm not right, that should be a slip up. Interview with Scott. Do you want me to go back to where I was, or do you want me to just continue where I left off? Continue right here. But yeah, like, it didn't even, like, explain it. It just went to static, connection lost, then back to Ducko being, oh my god. So the highlighted moments for Scott is like ever since like been like 9 years since the games. Like a lot of people were interested in Fnaf and like more games that he's been like releasing. And then the movies, like he went to see it and hearing everybody like enjoying the movie, like it just gave him like so much like positive stuff, positive like things. And then Daco mentioned that he and the other gangs went to watch the premiere. Connection terminated. Hi, Brody, how you doing?
We all looked at each other at the end, and we had to like, we couldn't believe it, and we didn't even make the games. We've been there since basically day one, but we all said like, imagine how Scott's feeling right now. Just sitting down and seeing it actually, on the big screen. It must be a crazy feeling.
Yeah, and now that I've been through the process, I can tell you it's a miracle that any movie gets made. Just being through that process, just how many wheels have to be turning at the same time.
Universal Studio and then
and how many
Blumhouse,
things-
they
and
did a
even
good
through the
job.
process took a long time for me. Hollywood works at just blazing speed, where there's 100 things happening at the same time, and it's a miracle.
Wonder what the second one's gonna be about. Maybe it's gonna be in the Fnaf too. Maybe they're gonna have Jeremy Smith,
the
Jeremy
day that it was
Fritz.
driving
How do you
to New
say his
Orleans.
last name?
And the shooting was supposed to start the next day. On that drive, I was on the phone. It was like a 5-hour drive from where I was. I was on the phone the entire time trying to finish contracts and finish negotiating points, because there were still open items with there were still things that needed to be resolved with Universal, Blumhouse, the Actors Guild, the Writing Guild. There were just Louisiana. There were all of these things, and any one of them not being settled properly would mean we couldn't start filming. And all of those conversations were happening at the same time, and all of them depended on one of the other ones. And so that was a very stressful drive, but that's the way that Hollywood works. There's a million things happening at once. It was definitely a whirlwind, but to see all of those pieces come into place, it was pretty remarkable. And yeah, like you were saying, just all of the scripts, starting just with 2015. There were a couple of deals that weren't very good that I'm very fortunate didn't pan out. But then whenever I was with Warner Brothers briefly, that was a good deal, and I was very, very grateful to have that. But even that, whenever the stars seemed to have aligned, things just didn't work out there either. And so I was really fortunate to meet up with Jason Blum and get to have that deal with Blumhouse. They had a lot of faith in the project, and they were following my lead on a lot of things.
I'm just quiet because I'm just listening to everything he's saying.
Throw things out and want to start over, but they were with me the whole journey. They were with
Started
me
in 2015.
And everybody just had the fans at heart. That's all anybody wanted to do. Everybody was just making sure that every part of the movie would be something that the fan base would look at and recognize or relate to or connect with. And I think in the end, we were able to
like the It's
that.
Me,
and, I'm just really happy with that.
Five
And
Children
we
Missing.
landed with just the perfect cast, which again, that almost didn't happen either. There were
Then
a couple of
animatronics.
instances where someone else was about to
Then
get
the death part of the scene where the gang
something
broke
would
in.
happen that would make that not work out, and then someone better would step in. And I've said this to my contacts at Blumhouse.
Whoever did the Scott model did a good job.
6 months, even since the movie came out, thinking, aren't we glad that
And the Spring Bonnie plushie.
for this role? Like, isn't it great?
And the
to have
Scott Cawthon.
Elizabeth Lale for this role. Isn't it awesome we had Matthew Lillard for this role? Isn't it great we ended up with Piper Rubio for this role? Like, every single person that we ended up with was just absolutely
Elizabeth,
perfect in those slots. And
Matthew,
it was a delight to work with. Once again, since I'm new to kind of the film industry, I got to talk to people about their other experiences on other projects. And it can be really scary because usually, from what I understand, every production has one member of the cast or one person on staff or just one person that causes problems or something.
Oh, Elizabeth did Vanessa.
Nothing like that. Everybody was
Matthew as Steve Alleganor.
They were just a joy to work with, and getting into filming
Piper
was really
that's
fun.
meant to be Abby.
So it was a really fun experience, and in the end, I'm just happy that the fans were happy with it.
Dang, her hair grew.
Didn't have it's places where it could have been improved, and we're all
either she got a haircut or she was wearing a wig. I don't know.
Jason Blum would definitely chat about that and looking to make sure the second movie is a step up and an improvement. So lots of good things to look forward to, I think.
Yeah, it's exciting, and yeah, you're right about the fan reaction. The fans absolutely loved it. Like, we all can't wait for the next movie. It's so exciting, and I'm so glad it's actually happening as well. So yeah, exciting times.
I heard that they have the release date for the FNAF movie, the second one. They had just announced that they're gonna be releasing it on December 5th, which fun fact, that's also the same day as well as my dad, so it's gonna be released on my dad's birthday, which is sick. Like first the FNAF 3 game came out on my birthday and now the second movie is gonna come out on my dad's birthday. God dang, I'm freaking out. Other movies there really sucked. Oh, there's one movie. I'm not gonna say that one. This is all about FNAF.
So yeah, you said that you've got a highlight of the 10 years of FNAF. If you could go back and change one thing in those 10 years, do you have anything that you would change? You can't say the box.
No, the one thing I would change, I wish I could go back and have one more shot at FNAF World. I really, really do.
Why?
I know it still would probably definitely be the oddball in the
What
series,
I enjoyed
doubt. And maybe it would still have been a
Five Nights at
story
Wario's. I mean, I'm not
project.
actually much of a Mario kind of
Made
fan,
it at the
but
beginning of that project that doomed it from the start. Like I was making it with mobile in mind, so it was a really low resolution. I was thinking
I enjoyed the FNAF world. I don't know what's wrong with it.
I tried to make the whole game on one frame and click Team Fusion. That just means I wasn't allowing.
The fun fact about that game is that I actually got all the characters. That was when I had the old computer. It was not mine.
That really hindered that, and also I was in a rush because I was getting a little arrogant, thinking that hey, anything I make is going to be gold, and I definitely ate some humble pie with that really really quick, and I learned that is not the case, and so I've tried to be very careful not make that mistake again after that. But yeah, if
Oh my god! This is why I hate having the ads. Pause the thing. Thank you. All right, you know what? Hang on. I'm gonna go back on sharing screen with interview with Scott Coffin. I'm gonna close up a couple of the things since I don't want it to share the thing. I'll close this one as well so I don't confuse myself. But yeah, I'm not much of a Mario kind of person to play those games, so yeah, sorry about that.
yeah, if I could go back and change one thing, I wish I could maybe work with a different developer and just really make it a high resolution game, get in some really good graphics, maybe get someone else to help me with those graphics, and it could have been a good game. Could have been a good game. Who knows? Maybe somewhere down the line, if I get really antsy about it and have a lot of free time on my hands, maybe FNAF 2 or FNAF World 2 might be a thing.
Yeah.
FNAF World 2, I really want that.
You could still get a different company to do a FNAF World game. It's not over yet. I think I've said this to you before. I love FNAF World. I think it is so...
He looks really young there. But yeah, I enjoyed the FNAF world, and if they ever do FNAF Worlds 2, Nico's playing Faz. Nico's playing Faz. Anyways, if they ever do a FNAF World 2, I'd really be down to play it. Hello, Fredbear.
Underrated, and I always.
I'm gonna put my
say
mouse on
Fnaf
stop sharing just in
is
case.
underrated. I love it so much. There's just a charm to it. I really do, and I know you don't like it, but I absolutely love it, man. I really do. I love everything about it.
If I had allowed myself to work on it for one more year, just like really double its development cycle and let it be a high res game, I bet it would have been. I bet it would have really been something. But like I said, who knows? Maybe for the sequel.
Kind of like a Pokemon game, and I don't even like Pokemon.
To Steelwall, the amazing Steelwall Studios. That was the next game after Ultimate Custom Night. Help Wanted, one of my favorite games.
Oh yeah, Scott decided to give it the Fnaf to Steelwall because he wants to focus on.
Were you nervous about it? Because I know it's a big thing to give a company your baby basically and let them
Your baby.
Do what you've been doing for the past 5 years. How was it for the first time letting?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
On Fnaf?
I was really nervous about it. I was really nervous. I went several years still doing it by myself, even after I had the financial.
He's just doing an interview.
People again, I wasn't in that mentality of being.
I remember he did say he was retiring, but he was gonna give the Fnaf to Steelwall.
All by myself, all the way through Pizzeria Simulator.
Yeah.
But by then it was. I knew that it was getting too much for me. I knew that I had to find another partner for it, and I was scared of that because there are stories all over the internet available about.
Has he been doing all this by myself? Because that's like crazy.
Games being mismanaged in the hands of development companies, and I'm sure that all of
favorite Fnaf movie
would have sounded the same.
I mean, there's only one Fnaf movie, which is the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Can you be a little specific if that's if because you got me confused there.
A company that did botch something, I didn't. I think I really honestly believe that I landed with the best, just one of the best.
He was really nervous to talk to like
they've been
tell.
A pleasure to work with, and they've done a really great job. This last one they did, Ruin. I thought it was just so much fun, and I think that might be one of the. I think that might be my favorite thing that they've made was Ruin, and the things that they have planned.
Okay, I think it went nighttime over here.
But the things that they have planned are really exciting too. So yeah, I've been really happy. It's been a really good experience. Well, yeah, on Help Wanted. Well, I was going to throw in. I'm happy with how Help Wanted came out because at the time
I really want to play Help Wanted, but I don't have a VR to support my computer.
But whenever the first Help Wanted came out, I did have a VR setup, so I was able to beta test. And of course, I was leading the charge to want to beta test my own games. I got into the.
I don't know which kind of headset would be perfect for my Windows 10.
And I immediately got on.
That's why I'm trying to like look it up to see which ones can match this.
You're going to test it. You'll find someone else to test it. I didn't even get jump scared by Foxy. I was just in there in the darkness, and I knew I wasn't going to do it. And I never played it again. And I never played Help Wanted. And I never played Help Wanted 2 either.
Why?
You need to understand it though, right? Because in the past, like when I've obviously done videos,
I've never played Help Wanted 1 or 2, but I would choose the second one just because it has Sun and Moon in it.
It's not that scary. You're overreacted. It's not that bad.
But yeah, the first one, I just went to the story of Glitchtrap going inside the how do you say it? The player.
Compared to having the actual headset on, it's terrifying.
Yeah.
And the second one, I don't know what's meant to be. One of them meant to be like like the robots took over the player. Then it showed Cassie.
What are your thoughts on Glitchtrap as a whole? With the development of Help Wanted.
I love the character, and I know that this is kind of one of the places where I know there's a little bit of a divide with maybe me and the fan base.
I thought William would just be stuck down there, but then people say it, but then people like saying William Afton down there in security breach.
Even though I try to come back into the roots of the.
My hair's a little wet, dang it.
But I can't help my inclinations to lean
A Valve Index? What is that?
Possession of AI or possession of machines or circuitry. That I love that sort of thing. So I love the idea of Glitchtrap. I'm not a huge fan of the name, and here's the way that these things happen. Okay, and this happened with Burn Trap too. Whenever I'm in the
oh yeah, from the Ruined DLC, one of the ending is when
we come up with
Gregory question mark. Drop the elevator with Cassie inside to avoid the mimic.
Call him Glitchtrap. Oh yeah, he's burned. We'll just call him Burn Trap. But then those names get embedded in the source code.
Burn Trap.
Because they use those temporary names also. And once they're in the source code, and once someone finds them in the source code, that's it. Like that's the canon name now, and there's nothing I can do about it. And hopefully we're learning our lessons going forward
How long's it
to
been? Let me
maybe
see.
find
Okay, might have to skip it a little bit.
hone in on a better.
I'm gonna skip a little bit of this interview.
On the spot, like what you would want to call him or not?
Oh, I have no idea. But you know what? A good example is Nexus, from Ruin. Now that was a character where even in just my design of the game, I thought that through and I came up with that. And I'm really happy with it. I really like that name. It's a really cool name. But now, see, if I didn't have one of those ready to fire off, I might have thought up something like, I don't know, Purple Trap or AI Trap or just something temporary, and then that would have been the can name.
People have been theorizing about this mimic thing that the William Afton that came out of the charging station, how his endoskeleton looked like the mimic. People have been. Alright, see if right there. How Burn Trap's endoskeleton looks exactly like the mimic. People have been theorizing that the Burn Trap from Security Breach was actually the mimic. Basically, William Afton never actually came back from the dead. As seen from Ultimate Custom Night, he is trapped down there forever. So yeah.
Security Breach. There's a really big story behind that. That was definitely a challenging period, and a lot of things.
I really wanted to play Security Breach, but I cannot because it's too much space for my computer to handle.
I hear lots of studios and things kind of blame COVID for stuff, but there is a reason for that. COVID took.
I'm gonna skip through that because I don't want to talk about the virus.
We're trying to just carry on with the workflow, and it was just really difficult. I think that's really the only example when my idea of how a game was
I don't know. Anyways, see if right there.
With how things were going with Steel Wool, and I had a specific story for this in mind. Okay, for Security Breach, I really did. I had a very specific story in mind, and it is very different than the one that got in the game. And I think a part of that is the way that I conveyed that to Steel Wool, because what I was trying to do was I was trying to tell Steel Wool to do specific things throughout.
I wonder what was the point of Sun and Moon?
Specific places.
Like how the daycare in there.
Certain things. Meanwhile, not telling them what the story plot was, because in my head I was thinking, okay, when people find this, they will connect this to this to this, and it will all be revealed. And I thought I could do that.
I can imagine having a board right in front of my table there with a bunch of like pins and lines connected to it, thinking of what the theory could be.
In a way that made sense. And so really what you ended up having were the same pieces, but telling completely different stories. And since I was trying to kind of tell a specific story with mine that went a certain direction, they were taking pieces I didn't fully understand and trying to craft a story out of them. And again, I don't blame them for that. I blame myself for that, because I guess what I should have done is just said, "Hey, here's the."
There were like 6 endings in Security Breach, and I got me confused.
And I can give you a really easy example for this. And
why was Sun and Moon there?
Because I don't like messing with.
Like why they invented Monty and Fox and Roxy 4.
Okay, when it comes to Burn Trap.
What happened to Bonnie?
Supposed to move. He was supposed to just be something you saw in the corners, or like if you were walking past the machinery, you might be able to peek in between two things and see him in the corner or propped up against a wall, almost like a some kind of decaying.
Like, was there a way to help out the animatronics that had like a virus or something? Why were they attacking Gregory?
But realistically, he never.
Who was Vanny?
Well, obviously, that's not what we got in Security Breach.
I love how he's just like sitting on the chair like that. That's kind of weird.
In Security Breach, we got a capsule opening and purple smoke flowing out, and him climbing out and coming to get you. And so it's just not quite the same thing. So, but anyway, it didn't turn out the way anybody wanted. But hey, whenever that happens, just like whenever I stepped in it a little bit with Fnaf World. Me and Steel Wool got together. We were like, look, all that matters now is making things right by the fan base. That's all that matters. And yeah, and anything that we do going forward that continues that story or has those same themes, I
came out a year ago now, which is crazy to think about. Time's going so quickly, and
I think
the
some
early
other
reaction to
people
that
play
was
it.
amazing. Everybody loved it, and everybody's looking forward to what's next. The ending of Ruin, with a specific character that came out, a new character into the games, the Mimic. Any thoughts on the Mimic?
I cannot share any thoughts on the Mimic other than I really like that character. This is a character that I really like.
The
I'm
Mimic
really
was the one
excited
that
about. I
tricked
think it's a
Cassie
really
using Gregory's voice.
antagonist, and I don't think it's the last that we've seen of the Mimic. That's all I'll say.
Yes. With that, do you have a favorite character in the Steel Wool era of games?
I mean, Music Man is too obvious of an answer, right? I mean, I no, I think
I mean,
all those
we don't
characters
get
are
much
great.
of
If
Music
I
Man,
if I
especially
pick a
from the
favorite,
Ruin.
all of them turned out so well, you know. I've always really liked Vanny as a character. I don't think that Vanny was utilized to her
Vanny
full
was not
potential.
shown a lot
So hopefully
ever
we'll
since
see another
Vanessa
opportunity
took Gregory to the
for
Lost
Vanny
and
to
Found.
return as well. We'll see.
Trolling Valorant players with a neon.
Nobody watches. Nobody plays this game. I don't even know. It looks like Fortnite. So yeah, it might not be the end of Mimic as well as Vanny. But both of them might come back. Like that one ending where Glitch Trap was removed out of Vanessa, so she's like free again. And then there was like an ending where Vanessa took care of Gregory, and then Gregory has the Freddy head, which he was still working. People say that Princess Quest ending was a canon ending to the Ruin DLC. And also the ads, they really need to stop. Alright, I'm gonna share my screen again. Is anyone still there? Hang on, I gotta look back. A VR kit? Let me look it up. I have never seen this. Depends on where they sell this thing. Oh, this is also a Steam thing. You could have like told me like really earlier because it's out of stock right now for on Steam thing. Let me see this one. Dude, that costs way too much money. Jeez. I don't even need a speaker, but why do I need a speaker if I have my headphones? This thing is so much money. I don't even know if I want to get those. There's also MetaQuest. I don't even know if that also works. Don't even know where everybody went. Gonna share my screen again. I don't know who's calling me. Anyways, let's start continuing back to where we left off.
Ooh, okay. Moving on to the books. So the books have been amazing. I've been doing little summary videos on the channel with
Hello,
Fazbear
Logan Gaming.
Frights. That was awesome. How has it been working on Fazbear Frights?
It's actually really enjoyable. It's probably one of the most enjoyable things that I do because
Also, Logan is streaming.
I
Jeez.
just get to think up a really scary scenario, and then I create maybe a 10 to 15 page story out of it. And then I have writers that I work with, obviously, and they take that and they really flesh it out and fill it out and add the details and turn it into a full length.
I don't know if we'll have time to watch more videos.
Yeah, so it's been really enjoyable, and that's something that I really enjoy. It's funny because it's one of those things where as long as I know that that's something that's happening in
I have read
life, I might
Fazbear
be
Strikes just 1
at the
through 4.
gym
I'm
or
still
I might
reading the
be
5th.
watching the show,
And then might get to
suddenly
6
something will
through
come to mind,
12, I
I'll be like,
guess.
oh man, this is gonna make a great
Or
story.
maybe I could just grab the graphic novels, I don't know.
Do you have a favorite story out of all of them?
I think my favorite story it's probably Bunny Call. I know that's kind of an oddball choice, but there's a reason for it because
Don't know which one's my
some of these
favorite
stories are based on my real
out of
life
those. Like, there was
experiences. Bunny Call is not
Into the
completely made
Pit,
up.
To Be
I
Beautiful,
used to take my family to a family
Countaways,
summer camp.
Fetch,
Okay,
Lonely
This is when
Freddy out of
This is
stock,
when my two oldest
3
boys were
a.m., Room for
11
One
and 12
More,
at the time.
The New
Or,
Kid.
no. I bet they were 13 or 14. It's hard
I
to
don't even
remember
know.
exactly when.
I don't know the fourth one.
But then I had younger kids.
No,
just
no, that
babies.
one, the New Kid was on the
And
fourth
whenever we
book. I don't
showed
know
up
what's
at
on the third
camp,
one.
and we were all in the auditorium signing up for activities. You know, it was rafting and boating. One of the things.
Give me a second, guys. I gotta
was a
grab the
panda
books to see
call.
which one I've
Okay.
read.
And a panda call it's a very deceiving title because what that meant is that early in the morning, a bunch of the
I also have the
camp
coloring
counselors
book.
dressed
I
as
colored
killer
them.
clowns would come into your cabin and scare the crap out of your kids to wake them up early and drag them off to their daily activities.
Oh, it was a New Kid.
I have
Okay.
my two oldest, you know,
Then
Dean
the
and
fourth
Ray,
one
you know, my
was
old beta
Step
testers.
Closer,
You know, for all their
Dance
lives.
with Me, and Coming Home.
I signed them up for it. I thought, oh yeah, this will be kind of fun.
And then the
It was
first,
kind of
and
fun
the
until
fifth
the
one is
next
Bunny
morning.
Call. I have Bunny
started
Call,
thinking about what
which
I
I only done Bunny
Because then the
Call.
next
I don't know
morning,
what the
woke up at 5
second
in
one
the
was. I
morning,
think it was about like
they're out there.
FNAF
This is
VR,
happening right now.
Springtrap.
And I started
What was it
listening
called?
for screams.
In the
I
Flesh.
started listening for noises, and I even
Oh,
sat
there you
down
go. Table
outside,
context,
not so
like
dark, and there were
who
crickets
did the
chirping, and I was looking
pages,
around,
and
I just
and I'm
thought to
in
myself, somewhere out
chapter
here in
The
dark
Man in Room
these trees
1280.
are a bunch of clowns, and they're
And then
coming
more
to my
training,
cabin.
like
and it was
that,
a really scary sensation.
what's that
And so I
thing
just went back
called where
inside, and I looked
what's
at
that
my
chapter
family
called
sleeping,
where
I looked at my baby
a
sleeping,
kid
kids, my wife,
did not
what have I
release the
done?
kid
What have I done?
did not release the
So,
kid
of
from
course,
the
not
endoskeleton
paying
project thing
a
at
big
school,
deal
and
to it. I
then
just heard a
the
soft
kid was
music,
playing with
and
his
there
toy,
was
which
a real
also
killer sound,
interacts with
and I
the
just-
one
and
that
I just
the
said,
dude is
"Good
trapped
morning,
in.
guys," and they just walked on. And so
And
anyway,
then
so it wasn't a big deal, but it was still a
and then
really
like
eerie
when
feeling,
the
feeling like
toy
I
went out, when he
signed up
changed the
for
settings of the
something that I
toy
read in
going
my
out of
head
control, it
until
also
now.
it
And
also
my
went
favorite
insane with the
That's
with the
awesome.
bully,
You
and that's
said
when
you've
his
got
parts went
relatable
insane.
stories. Do you have a relatable story with Fazgoo?
Fazgoo?
Look, okay. Listen, anytime there's a series of a whole bunch of
I don't even know anything about Fazgoo. Did I miss that something out or what?
Like, what was going on with this? You know, I don't know how to explain the Fazgoo. I'm sure I had something in mind that was really great, but you know, they can't all be winners. Now I will say a couple of the other ones that had real life connections. You know, sometimes you hear about people talking about their sleep paralysis demons or whatever.
I'm gonna have to skip a little bit because let me see how long it's been. It's been an hour. I don't know if I can watch more videos. This will only be the one time I'll be watching, just because the video is really long.
I was just frozen up, and I was just so disoriented after that. But I never forgot.
Absolutely crazy. I've never had sleep paralysis, so I don't know. what my creature would look like, but I hope it doesn't look like that.
I don't think it's a normal experience. I don't think it's an experience you should want to have. I don't feel like it's a healthy thing. So if that hasn't happened to you, I think you're in a good place.
Do you have a least favorite story?
I don't know. I think it probably might be the Fazgoo. Or no, I mean, come on. It's got to be the one where
I'm gonna skip that one just because I don't really want to like know.
step back and look at it from afar, and you're like, I don't know if this is a good idea. And I swear I wasn't picking on Matt Pat. That wasn't.
I wasn't picking on Matt Pat.
It really, really wasn't. You know, listen. Whenever you're doing these stories for this long, eventually you just run out of names, and you're going to cover all the names. You know.
Yeah.
Eventually I'll get around to Dawko. You know, and so if you see Dawko in one of these stories, it's not something personal. It's just because I ran.
Imagine you put Dawko's name in the story.
Very specific name that you'd have to get to.
I probably have a few more to go through before I get to that, so you don't have anything to worry about.
When doing my summary videos, and I know a lot of people say the same. People who loved Goosebumps when they were kids.
I never read Goosebumps or watched it if there was.
And I know kids at school now read Fazbear Frights like their Goosebumps books. And
Why?
As a kid, my favourite TV show was Goosebumps.
I don't watch Goosebumps. I don't read it.
Think about or like the idea of Fazbear Frights ever being like a TV show like Goosebumps, where it's like a series of some of the best.
Imagine they can make a small shorts of the Fazbear Fright book.
And that's something that can definitely happen, especially now that the first movie came out and was successful. I think that really opens the door to lots of other potential opportunities. The only thing to be mindful of is I don't want to oversaturate the market and just create too much. And I think that sometimes we get a little bit of that. Where
let me look up this Fazbear thing because I don't know anything about it.
Kind of waters everything down, but I really do like that idea, and it is definitely something that could happen for sure.
Awesome. So the next segment is the Fnaf movie. I've got some questions for you, Scott. First off, I absolutely love the movie.
Yeah, I love this one.
A lot of people did as well. The fans absolutely loved it. And it did really well at the box office as well. Super successful. Congratulations.
Jeez, it made that much money. Also, my computer's full. I could just unplug it. If you heard it, I apologize. This is how much they made. Jeez. I wonder if that's been popular all of a sudden. Give me a second, guys. Before I play, I need to look up this Fazgoo thing. I don't even know what it's called. Fazgoo. Oh, it was from the Fazbear's Fright #7 book. I don't even know. Maybe it said it from like somewhere in the what's it called? Freddy Files. The updated Freddy Files. I heard there's like a security breach as well. I would like to grab those. I might be wrong. It was probably in the other Freddy File book. In the other one edition where it had the Freddy Frostbear, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna.
Questions to you, Blumhouse, Universal. So yeah, first question is: how was working on the first FNAF movie after waiting for so long, after announcing it back in 2015? Well, you emailed me back in 2015 about it. I still remember that email. But yeah, how was
Logan is playing
It took a
Faz.
really long time to get off the ground, really just because of the screenplay. But after the screenplay was really locked in, from there, all the wheels started turning. You know, all the engines fired and it took off, and it was a really fun experience from there. and really the screenplay just had a lot of challenges because of what it was, and it's really, throughout all of those
I'm
years,
pretty sure the best
I
scene
worked
was
with
the
a
fort
lot of
scene,
different directors, a lot of
but also
different
the
writers,
gang
a lot of really
getting
talented people
gang
that
destroying the
eventually
place and then getting
would end up leaving
demolished.
the project, but still really talented people. And it was really just a matter of there's just material that's difficult to translate to the screen. And one of the
And
biggest
then
issues
in the end of
is
the
the animatronics, obviously being the monsters in the monster movie.
This is your
I'm gonna skip a few parts because literally, it's been like about an hour. I'm gonna have to like end it off soon, so I have to be fast. It's muted, dang it.
That's easy. You give them all a knife, you go in, you just make your generic slasher, but just have it be, Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy doing the slashing. The nuance
It's really
here
cool
is
that they
that
have like
these
3
animatronics are
stunts out of the
generated by
4
the spirits
animatronics.
of kids, and these are innocent kids. These are victims themselves. So it's very, very difficult to still have a horror movie, still have those kills that you need, but still preserve.
It's really hard to find
the
like the
innocence of those
actors,
kids.
like the 5
It's a
missing
really difficult
children
thing to do
there, and
because there were
only
several
one of the
screenplays
children being the
that did
Golden
not
Freddy
hit that mark.
child,
And I
just
was
to have a
not,
few lines
more
while the rest of them
cautious
are
of
just
that
silent.
and more picky about that than anything else. If kind of the innocence of those spirits was not preserved properly, I wasn't gonna go forward with it. And so, one quick example is the way that we were able to have a couple of kills in the movie was obviously the vandals. You have a group of people who are breaking in, they're disrespecting the place, they're trashing the place, they're there with bad intentions, and then you combine that with the fact that these animatronics are, the spirits in them are these kids that are basically very confused and lost, animals backed into a corner, and kind of left with this impression that adults are out to get them, and then you have these violent adults breaking in. And so it allows you to have that kill count while still being like, well, I can kind of see how that might happen.
Also, I just
It,
literally watched the
it, it
whole
was
kill
a tricky
there
thing to do,
when the
but
gang just
I think we were
destroyed
able to
everything.
accomplish that.
manipulated by William Afton still as well.
Yeah,
right?
that's right. That's absolutely right. The drawing on the wall was also kind of this layer, this blanket of manipulation over them all. So all those things combined, you could see it happen while it not necessarily being the fault of the kids.
With the fort scene as well, I loved the fort scene. I know some people were a bit confused by that, like why are they building a fort? But I got it straight away.
I'm kind of curious how they were able to make a fort like that.
Just kids, right? Were you happy with the first movie and how it came out?
Yes, I am. I am very happy. I mean, look, anytime anybody, I think pretty much anybody who's been through a process like this would be able to look back. And I do this with my games too. You look back and you're like, well, I wish I'd tweaked this.
I actually seen it like about like 4 or 5 times.
But you have to just really take
just because I was watching it in a Discord group.
Came from all the things that could have gone wrong, all the things that went right, and just be really grateful that so many things just fell into place. And I can give you a really quick example of why I don't want to second guess too much. At the 11th hour of this movie coming together, we still really didn't have a music composer, and I'd really wanted an animated intro. I was really pushing to have that 8-bit animated intro, but we didn't have anybody, and really not really anybody to have an idea of what kind of music we were looking for. 11th hour, Newton Brothers come in and they write out that banger of a track, like absolute insane.
Oh yeah, the intro of that movie.
I listened
it was
to that the
sick.
first time and I was like, wait a minute, do I have a theme song? Does Five Nights at Freddy's have a theme song? And I called Emma Tammy on the phone. I was like, wait, do we have a theme song now? Like, I can't tell you how excited I was over that. And you better believe you're going to hear that again at the beginning of the second movie too. I mean, that was just so incredible. The Newton Brothers just knocked that out of the park.
The Newton Brothers.
So yeah, so many things went right.
So they're like the ones that made like musics.
what I would go back and try to do differently.
As we know, the movie was a major hit in 2023, super successful, the biggest horror movie.
I was moving my mouse just because I was cleaning my computer a little bit.
How does that feel seeing that happen?
It's nice. That part is
Normal
nice.
and
It's
horror
more
film?
to me
Is it actually?
if the critics had loved it, but the fan base was grumbling, saying, "Wait, this isn't how it is in the lore. Wait, we didn't like this. I don't like how they did this, and this," and the fan base was unhappy. That would be a failure.
Well, the one thing about it is, like, movies, games, books, they're not all canon, so they're not all connected.
It is nice that the movie was successful.
So,
However, that is not the correct metric by which to judge the success of this movie. And in fact, opening night, which was Thursday night, where I am, I went to the very first showing, and the theater was pretty much empty. There were only a couple other people in there, but it was a 1 o'clock showing. So, but still, I saw that.
me, my brother, my cousin actually saw that movie. It was sick. My cousin was like literally covering her eyes on some scary parts, but I just literally watched the whole thing.
I told myself I wasn't going to go online. I wasn't going to read any reviews. I had already told everybody at Blumhouse, and I told my legal team, don't talk to me, don't call me, don't email me, don't send me charts, don't send me facts or figures. I don't want to hear anything about anything. I'm going through this whole weekend blind. I just want to experience what everybody else is experiencing. Well, before I went into that second showing, I was just by myself. And
I was trying to like avoid spoilers. I had my headphones. I avoiding spoilers when I was working, and people were talking about Final Fantasy Freddy's, and I was trying to ignore the spoilers.
I saw one of the reviews, and I saw that it was terrible, and that opened the floodgates, and I went and started reading all of the other reviews, and I.
Aww. Anyway, I'm trying to skip some parts out.
Which is, it's been announced that
it was, in general, received well by the fan base.
The second movie, which is, it's been announced that it's going to be coming out in 2025. Is it December 2025?
Yeah, December 5th, 2025, I think.
Is there anything exciting to talk about on the second movie? Anything you want to say?
I'm not going to give away too many details. But I will say that I'm following kind of the same formula where the first movie is focused on the first game. So I'm going to try to carry on that tradition onward with future movies. And I think that is absolutely the way to go. And I think everyone's going to be really, really excited for what's planned for the second one. The first one was really challenging because it's so much.
I wonder if the second one's going to be Jeremy Fritz.
But now that we have that launch pad, where to go from there came a lot just more natural. It felt a lot more natural, and we were able to really craft just a really great story, I think. And I'm really excited about it. And I won't say anything more, but I'm really hopeful that everyone's going to really love what's gonna come around.
So the first game was like focused on the first movie was focused on the first game.
Oh yes, yeah, Emma's gonna be back. She did such a great job on that first one,
Yeah, that's really good having the same director. So now we're gonna be talking about Into the Pit, the new game that's coming out by Mega Cat Studios.
Yeah, I've like seen the trailer of it. I wish I'd done a reaction video to it. But if you guys want to see me play this game when it comes out, I might not play it on that day, but like it'll be hard to live stream it, so that's why I'm gonna try to record it. I'm not gonna upload it on that day, but like a few days after the anniversary, because well, I'm gonna be really busy IRL, and I'm gonna have a hard time editing this video, the video. If you want to see me play Into the Pit, this game, when it comes out, then you can let me know.
Studios. We just got the trailer, another trailer, a couple like last week, and it looks amazing. It looks so good. How has it been working on the game based on a Fazbear Fright story?
It's definitely been a unique experience. I first started talking to Meg. I mean, it's been years and years since that game has been in development, and originally it was just supposed to be a little novelty one-off, like, oh yeah, here's this little company that makes 16-bit cartridges, and that was immediately appealing to me because I'm all.
Is that like I was gonna say? I thought that was like a spoiler stack there.
Something that would come on the Super Nintendo cartridge, sign me up. That was the most exciting thing, the most exciting product I'd ever worked on. It was still just supposed to be a novelty, but as the development went on, everybody was looking at it thinking, this looks pretty good. This actually looks really good. And thinking, yeah, keep going. And they kept going, and I would keep looking at it. It just turned into this big, full-fledged, full-sized game. Um,
Am I gonna freaking demonetized about this if I show too much of this movie? Okay. All right. Hi, Remy. You're about to be like, we're about to be almost at the end of this video, which I'm probably gonna be stopping the stream after this because like it's been an hour, and also I have to like be prepared for work tomorrow. So yeah, and it's
whenever you had those point and click type adventures, and you had that real kind of that pixelated art style that can be really creepy at times. I don't know. It's going to be a really unique experience, and I think that everyone's going to really be excited about it. I
oh,
I
you
really
watch it
do.
for a little while, okay?
I can't wait to play it. How has it been working with Mega Cat Studios then?
Mega
Well,
Cats.
it's been great. It's been really great. I really haven't.
I
Had
need to
to
look
give
it up.
them,
I
I
keep
mean,
exiting
I haven't had to
Google.
give them direction, but for the most part, it's been weird. They'll go into they would go into the hole for 6, 7, 8 months at a time, and I wouldn't hear anything from them, to the point where I thought, is this okay? And I would even, I talk to the other people that I work with, like, is this game okay? Is this going to be okay? Are they okay? Do I need to check on this? Do we need to check on them over there? But then I would get an update, and it would just be all this crazy new stuff and all this crazy detail, this fluid animation. It's just crazy,
Oh,
crazy,
they're
crazy
video
stuff.
game developer.
And
Okay.
then they'd go back into the hole again for 5, 6, 7 months, and then we just repeat that cycle. But yeah, but now here we are finally at the end of that road, and I think it's just turned out really great. Like I said, really unique, and I think everybody's gonna really like it.
The reaction
Unless
to the
they're the ones
trailer's
that
been
like
amazing.
were
All
like,
positive
why was
feedback
the
about
volume
it.
sign
Super
there?
excited.
Unless Mega
Really,
Cat
it was a
Studios were the
story of
ones that
intrigue
like
as
working
well.
with Scott on
Into the
Fnaf
Pits is
Into the
probably
Pit.
my
I'm
favourite
not sure.
Fanfare Fright story.
It's been
So
a
a
while since
lot
I've
of
seen the
positive
trailer.
feedback about it. What do you see for the future of FNAF spin-offs made by other studios in the future?
Oh, it's definitely a possibility. In fact, I'd really like them to start working on Fetch. I think Fetch would make a really good game.
What happened
For
to
this.
To Be Beautiful
Some
or
stories
Count the
obviously
Ways?
cater more
Maybe
toward
because
being a good
both
game
those
than others. But
stories,
there's something really scary about the
Sarah
thought of
died from
something always being
like
out
trying to
there,
be
kind of
beautiful until
watching
the
your
necklace came
house,
off and she became scrap.
and then trying to
And then
come in and do
Eleanor
things
used the
for you. Like,
necklace to
this is
turn
kind of a
into
scary idea.
Sarah.
The thought that I might be online shopping looking for a
Because Sarah
specific
wanted to
thing,
be
somehow
beautiful, and in
something out
return,
there is
Eleanor was
hearing that
given
and receiving that,
a
and then
life
gonna
to live
come to
on.
me, sneak inside and put it somewhere without me knowing that it was there.
And then Count the
It's just a
Way
creepy scenario. It's a creepy setup. And
was I think
I think it'd
Millie
be a really
hiding
cool game to have
inside
to stop this thing,
Funtime
because
Freddy's suit
obviously Fetch
until
was out
he
doing
completely
a lot of
locks it up
menacing
with
things, trying to
soundproof.
sneak around a neighborhood and
And
stop
then
this thing
she
from
couldn't
being
get
so
out, so the
completely
only
infected. I don't know.
option
I think
she
it'd be a
has
really
to
cool game. So
decide,
hopefully that'll be the next project. We'll see.
is she has to be killed inside.
What challenges have you faced with running a franchise of this size? Is there anything you could
Since a lot of her
think you could be
poems were
doing
about
better?
death.
I think something I should have maybe been doing better is I should have had a better structure in place as far as people to talk to the fan base. I've always kept that on myself all during the years.
Or people
and,
watching,
and in the early
jeez.
years, I think that worked great because it was a little indie game, a little indie community, and then me, the indie dev, just chatting with the community and talking. But as the years go by and the franchise gets bigger and bigger, I don't know. I feel like I've slowly kind of lost touch with the fan base. Unfortunately, it's not that same. It's not that same relationship that it used to be. I really used to enjoy
I
chatting
mean,
with
like the
everybody
more
and
games
kind
he
of
like
I don't know.
released,
And I guess that's to be
the more
expected
popular
because
the
FNAF
franchise was.
it is more of a big. It's kind of a
FNAF
just
games,
kind
it
of a
was
bigger
gotten
thing
really
nowadays. It's
popular
bigger
higher, and
than
then FNAF
one person,
movie
and I
got
can't just
like
pretend like I
what,
can
5 times
hop online
better.
and chat with everybody and solve
I've been
everybody's
a
problems
hugest
anymore. Used
fan
to,
since
I
like
kind of
around
could. I could just go in there
16 or
and chat with everybody and
17, just
resolve all
because like
problems as if it
I've
was like
never
some
knew
school
anything
on a
about
forum,
that
just step in
game,
and solve it. But
the game or
it's just not the
the
same.
or anything.
And I
So
think that I should have realized that sooner. And I'm really only realizing that this year, that I really need to have a better structure in place. And the fan base deserves that. The franchise deserves that. The fan base deserves that, to have more people in charge and running a Twitter page and official news feeds. You know, an official news feed, so
Too
that
bad I
there's
don't
not
have
so much
Twitter
confusion
or
about
X
what's
now that
real
it's
and what's
called
not
that.
real, and real news and fake news, and is this confirmed? Is this not confirmed? You know, I could have avoided years of that if I just kind of had a better structure in place with people to listen to, and like I said, a news feed and someone else to
Hello,
just provide
Ultra Lord
better answers to the
Dark
fan base. So I'm trying to get
Eliot
all that in
T-Bone.
place,
I don't know what
and
to call
I
you for
really think
shorts.
I think it would just better serve the fan base, and I think everybody would be a little happier if it's not just me trying to jump in and straighten things out when needed.
Yeah, I think the Twitter's a great idea.
Yeah.
We're recording this in June, but you know it was an
Dang.
extra day. The schedule for what's coming out during that week is
Yeah, today was meant to be a Steel Wool announcement, which I don't know where he was going to announce it, probably on Twitter, which I don't have Twitter, so. And then tomorrow was meant to be a Scott Cawthon interview, but yeah. And then the 6th is going to be a collab announcement, which I don't know what it is going to be, but we'll have to find out soon. And then Five Nights at Freddy's demo. There was a Five Nights at Freddy's trailer or something. I don't know. I don't know. Some of these schedules were really mixed up. There may also be movie updates. The list may change as time gets closer. Okay. So I'm guessing the third one must have been like the novel, but also the Five Nights at Freddy's demo, which I have not watched the trailer or anything. But yeah.
really exciting and really good. So people, you know, can get excited for the anniversary day.
Speaking of that, I hear that Rye is also like going to be releasing the Fnaf mashups for the 10-year anniversary. Like most of the songs, he said it says there's a total of 60 songs that he just did a mashup.
And looking forward to.
I can imagine the copyright stuff.
On Twitter, what they announce, and apart from the second movie to look forward to, is there anything else you could hint at for the future? Any future titles or any little hints to get people excited for the future?
One of the good things is going to be coming from Steel Wool, but that's going to be announced here in this same week that your interview is going to air. So I think that's it. In fact, I'm not sure if it was right before this or right after this.
Yeah,
it might have been right after this.
Yesterday.
Okay. And obviously everybody knows about the movie, and right now
I need to look it up. I can't look it up because I don't have an
books,
account there.
which
So
I read things like that growing up, and so I'm excited about those. And I've tried to add some depth into the next Mega Cat game, and there is another game planned with Steel Wool, but that's not going to be announced for a while yet. So I can't talk about that. But there is something down the pipe.
there. No, don't show that. Hang on. Look, I'll play the ads a little bit, and then when we get back on the thing, I'm gonna go BRB because I have to use the. Because I have to take a wash. I have to use the washroom, so I'll be right back, guys. All right, I'm back. So let's get on to this interview. I forgot to share my screen. 1 second. Or after I'm done with the computer, I'm gonna have to clean it up because it's really dirty.
Okay.
even beyond what's being announced this week, there's something beyond, but I can't talk about that.
Yeah, so I won't spoil anything, but I read the week before, guys, and it is good. So please, check it out when it comes out. I'm looking forward to the Into the Pit one. VIP is the interactive novel VIP another one as well?
Yes, yeah. VIP is it's one that I did with Scholastic, just like the others, but it's just going to be free. It's specifically for this event. I mean, I might still be included in a box set later down the road, but no, for this week, it was made specifically for this event. By the same author, I believe.
Okay, it'll just
as
be
the
free
week
for
before. So if you enjoyed
VIPs.
that one,
So,
you'll enjoy VIP.
and then once the
And
event ends,
I really love the story of
it'll be
for
released
VIP.
for
I'm not
everybody.
going to ruin it,
But they're gonna have to pay for
it
it.
might be
So
one of my favorites. So hopefully everybody really enjoys that.
That's awesome. I'm pretty sure it comes out before the interview, so
Okay,
yeah.
great.
Future me, if you're watching, probably loved it. There is a collab announcement tomorrow from this interview. Whatever it is, I don't know, but it seems that you've been more open with collaborations with games recently. The Funko one as well. Are you
Funko.
more open to more collabs since we last spoke during the last interview? Would you be interested in whatever it is? I don't know, like Fortnite or Dead by Daylight. Have those popped into your head at all? Or
I'm very careful with collaborations because I want to protect the brand and I want to make sure that Five Nights at Freddy's stays as Five Nights at Freddy's. And there are some games where even
Okay,
if I
so
really enjoy
he's
the
barely
game,
he's actually
it
really
just doesn't
careful,
feel like a
because
it
he
doesn't feel
doesn't
like a
want
good
like
match.
hit
It feels
this
like it
FNAF
feels like a
stuff
mismatch.
to be
The brand
like,
integrity is the most important thing for me,
yeah.
and keeping everything feeling like it
So he's trying to
belongs.
protect
So that's really
his
been my
his
only
little creations.
that's really been my only hesitancy. I feel like I am branching out a little bit and I am a little bit more open to those things than maybe I was in the early years, but I'm still very careful about it. We'll just see we'll see how things go.
okay. Anything else you would like to add to finish off the interview?
Let's see here. No, I mean I think things are in a good place, and like I said, I think that the things that are on the horizon are all things to
All right, that's like
excited
that'll be the
about,
end of
and
the
I think
interview.
everybody's going to really enjoy. The things that the fan base really going to enjoy. And I wish I could talk about those more, but I don't feel like I can.
So, do you think we're going to have another interview in 10 years' time?
It doesn't have to be 10 years. We can try to do this a little bit more often.
But what, every 5 years?
Yeah, every 5 years. There we go.
Okay.
The last one was
Yeah,
6.
Just make it a regular thing.
Okay, awesome. The biggest thing that everybody has been begging me for this interview when I announced it is the box. That is, everybody just wants to know anything about it because it's the biggest mystery out of the whole 10 years of FNAF, I would say. Maybe Midnight Motorist is number 2. But yeah, I'd say
Midnight
the box
Motorist?
is the biggest. The biggest
Is it the one with the
mystery
racing
that
cars?
everybody wants, like even a tiny snippet of something.
Like there was an
Well.
example of
Okay.
help, what's in the box?
Well, I can try to give somewhat of an answer to that, even though it might not be extremely satisfying for a lot of people. So I would encourage people to turn off the interview if they don't want an answer that they might not be happy with. But whenever I'm making these games, there are a lot of
If you don't want to be
things that
spoiled about what's in
are
the
in my
box stuff
head
or not
that are
interested in wanting to hear it, just
ideas,
like
and when I
get
have
out of the
them and put
stream,
them there,
or
it's the
if you're
first
watching the
half of
interview,
something.
just
It's
cut
like
off there.
It's like a string or a rope, just like reaching out, and I know that what's there on the other end is there. I trust that it's there. I know that it's there, and then whenever I progress forward, the rest of that just reappears. The rest of it appears and just fits into place perfectly. That's how all my games have been made. I feel that there is
Yeah.
something there, and I make the roads to get there for that to be revealed. But then sometimes when things do progress, the roads aren't always the same roads as the ones that had been planned before. And so what that means is, even though at the time something was definitely there, something was definitely
Trying to lower
reaching
the
out to be
arms.
there, and I could feel that it was there, the progression of the story didn't go there. And so those strings never got pulled on, and and the other half of that idea remained in the ether, remained in
God
my
dang,
subconscious. All of that to say,
the noise on this
there
chair.
is something in the box, but I never pursued it, and I don't know if I can find it again. And I think that that's the best answer that I can possibly give for that.
Scott, thank you so much for the interview.
Well, I put down the arms for nothing.
Appreciate it. We're looking forward to the future. We're looking forward to this week. Future me is probably stressing out, playing all the demos and getting ready for Into the Pit in a few days.
I mean, I've already read the book. I already know the story,
I
so
really, really am, and all the fanverse stuff as well. My Pop Goes and the Joy of Creation, that demo. I'm looking forward to.
if you guys want to see me play My Pop Goes or the Joy of Creation demo, let me know in the comments after this premiere and after the live stream ends. Sorry.
I'm not going to be here for the whole week. Don't call me. Don't text me. I'm going to be in this room just doing everything I can that week. And yeah, we really do appreciate it. So yeah, I think that's it. Which is really weird. That hour went so quick. Thank you guys for watching. Again, I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Without you guys watching the channel, you know, I wouldn't be doing this in the first place, interviewing Scott. So it really does mean a lot to me. Thank you so much. And yeah, I hope you all have a fantastic 10-year anniversary week, and you're all enjoying yourselves playing the demos and reading the books and stuff, and are excited for Into the Pit. And Steel Wars announcement as well. That's so exciting. But yeah,
Fnaf 4 box.
I appreciate it. So yeah, we'll both.
Maybe I might react to that one day.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for having me, Docco. Talk to you later.
Thank you, Scott. Bye, guys. Thank you.
All right, I guess that's the end. I'm gonna stop sharing now. Hello, Megalone fan. Sorry for this, but I'm gonna be ending the stream right now. The stream hits about an hour and a half, and also I have stuff to deal with, like to get ready for work tomorrow. So yeah, it's 8:54 right now. It's almost 9, so I have to head off and get ready for everything tomorrow. But yeah, 7 people watching. Jeez. To also those 7 people that just joined in, sorry, but I'm ending the stream right now. And yeah, hope y'all enjoy this long interview. I'm gonna turn this page off. But yeah, I was not able to watch more videos, but I might try to watch them probably tomorrow, or probably the day the Fnaf the Into the Pit game comes out, the day that the Fnaf 10-year anniversary hits. But yeah, hope you all enjoy this stream. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. And because I've only seen one video, make sure you check out Docco. The link to his channel and the interview will be in the description down below, which I will be editing right now. So yeah, as always, I will see you guys. Excuse me. Okay. I will see you guys in the next video. I don't know what I just ate. Anyways, peace out.